2014 Super Air Nautique G23, available as a recent trade-in. This is a one-owner boat and one of the custom boats that we did here at N3 back in 2014. Really pretty boat. Has a lot of really cool, unique touches that you're not going to find on other G23s. And we'll point all those out. But man, it looks good. It is sitting in an Onyx black hull, main and forward stripe, as well as an interior deck, which you don't see very often because they don't actually offer that anymore from Nautique. And then we have a Victory Red accent stripe. Sits on a tandem axle boatmate trailer with 18-inch wheels in gold. Don't worry, they actually match the boat when we take a peek at the interior. But again, a one-owner boat. We've always serviced the boat. We have full service records on this. Taking it on trade, we went through the boat top to bottom, did a full inspection, gave it everything it needed to be water ready for its next owner, leaving basically just some cosmetic stuff on the boat. Again, I'll do my best to point out everything. This boat sits with 980 hours on the clock, and obviously the family who owned it used the heck out of it, which is great. And as we go through the boat, I think it'll be apparent how well they took care of the boat as well. Obviously, with that much use, there's going to be some things here and there. Comes naturally in the boating world, but it is in darn good shape, inside and out. So let's take a walk around, check it out. We're going to see this in a lot of different spots, but there is custom powder-coated black parts where they would otherwise be stainless and or billet on this boat. Grab handles, lift rings on the back to start. Coming down under the transom, we have a pair of red SCM-10 underwater lights. We even went as far as to paint the surf pipe in black. Has an Nautique surf system with black plate covers as well. Obviously a Victory Red platform with the brown, mocha brown sea deck on it. Sea deck is brand new. Peeled it off, buffed the platform, got the red looking really nice. There's still a few little scratches and surface cracks on this corner here, for example, which are light cosmetic. We even have the center cap for the rub rail in black as well. We did leave we put a brand new stainless steel rub rail on here, which looks really nice on the boat, regardless of most of the equipment being in black. Coming down the boat, we did a full exterior buff and polish, so the gel coat looks amazing. This black has a really great mirror finish to it, as you can see. Our Super Air Nautique G23 Chromax lettering is in black, is in excellent condition, as well as a matte black star graphic as we come up towards the front. So it's a matte black graphic over gloss black gel. It kind of has a subtle look to it, but I think it looks great, and the graphic is in excellent condition. You might see a small scuff or two like this, which isn't honestly very noticeable whatsoever. As far as gel coat goes on this starboard side, it's all looking really nice. Get a nice look at these beautiful wheels too. Underside of the boat's in good shape. You're going to see a few scuffs from coming off and on the trailer. You're going to see that on each and every G23, so no big deal there. No gouges or anything like that. In the front, we have docking lights, which obviously I have turned on, but those are in black powder coat as well. Coming down the port side of the boat, same deal. More powder coat. In a black graphic, a matte graphic that is in great condition, as well as your Chromax lettering. Man, look at that thing. It turned out really nice after we did the buff. No major scratches or damage anywhere. It all looks really good on the exterior. You're gonna see some little things here and there in the trailer, but you haul this thing back and forth every year for service and whatnot. You're gonna get some road marks here and there. So let's hop inside. There's gonna be more custom touches to point out all throughout, starting with the entire interior. At the time, this color, well, it still would be technically a custom interior. It's called praline brown. I don't believe it was ever technically offered from Nautique. We custom ordered it in this color, and at the time you also had to custom order the red seat boxing that this boat has. So kind of a one-off interior for the year. Again, not going to see this on any other boat of that era. Couple bits and pieces on the back here. You have black rear vents on either side. We have the lighting turned on so you can see that shining through. And we have a black Polk remote here, as you can see. It has a couple little chips on it, but nothing super crazy. Walking up into the interior, you're going to see this beautiful black interior deck, which is in great condition. You're going to see a few little scuffs here and there on the main walkthrough, but nothing crazy. Up top on the tower, in our flight control tower in black, I didn't really talk about when I was walking around, but it does have a Z5 storage bimini, which was kind of before the era of having surf pockets, but you've got these wakeboard racks up here in the front for 3 wakeboards, and it kind of hangs down lower than the tower speakers, so you get really nice shade coverage from this bimini. It has a full frame, so it's super sturdy. It also has 4 Polk tower speakers, 6x9 tower speakers, and you can see those have the red accents on them because they're custom powder coated to match the boat. So you get the black cans with the red edge on the back, and yeah, all the woofers are intact. Showing a little bit of age here and there, like on the paint, but the rubber is not cracking, and they sound fine. Lastly, on the tower, we have custom board racks. So powder coated in black with the red Super Air Nautique kind of wakeboard logo inlay on the sides, which is a cool touch. And all the hardware for your biminis in black too. So again, no detail or expense spared on this G23. Kind of went all out. As far as interior condition on the back here, you're going to see this used to be kind of more or less the same color, but it is 2 different materials. So you have the smooth texture vinyl and then kind of the more rough texture that they use on just different panels to kind of break up the monotony of the texture throughout the boat. This has a little bit of sun fading to it, where you can see it's not the exact same tone of brown as the rest of the interior. You can see that in a couple other spots, namely this jam-in seat back on these corners here, mainly basically where it's exposed to the sun. You're going to see that a little bit. You have a few small cracks here on the seam for the sun pad. Other side is actually looking great. You also have custom painted steps on here. These would usually be in like a billet silver with the sea deck over the top. So that's pretty cool. So we come down into the interior. Our walkthrough here has a split right there on the seat, as well as on the seam here, here, and here. These are all pretty small and minor. This one's a little bit worse, but also about the worst you're going to see on any vinyl in the entire boat. I'm going to get pretty nitpicky, and some of this stuff like this, no one would ever probably point out to you, but I'm going to. And again, that's probably the most significant vinyl damage you're going to see in the boat, which ain't bad for about 1,000 hours on this thing. Opening up the back here, we have 2,850 pounds of ballast, which opens up all this storage space for us. All the room on either side, as you can see. And then let's open up the engine hatch where we can check out the gem of an engine, the 6.2 liter XR 550, which is a supercharged engine. This is as much power as you could option on a G23 at the time. And this thing's a beast. You're gonna have no problem loading this thing up with an entire crew of people if you want, loading up all the weight and going out for a set. So it's gonna handle it just fine. There are some scuffs here and there where you're from people just loading boards in and out, but not a big deal because you're not really gonna see it unless you're loading gear in and out. C-deck on the walkthrough is all in pretty good shape. You do have a small nick right here in the center. Also, it goes without saying, any used boat we take in, the boat gets a full service. So this has everything up to date, oil, filters, all the fluids, filters, and impeller are all fresh on the boat. Opening up, communicating storage all the way into the back. We have a built-in battery charger. We have 6 Polk interior speakers. You're going to see these have custom black grills on them as well. Those would have been in silver. So those are all painted in black and in good shape. You might see a couple little nicks here and there. Really not actually seeing anything, these in the back. But they also have red lighting up above them, as you can see. Speaking of red lighting, look up top. We have down-facing lighting in the underneath the bimini top. Now I'm over here. You can see there's a little bit of red bleed on a couple of the Victory Red panels, this accent panel in the back here. See a little bit of bleeding going on. It might be hard to pick up on camera. You can see just kind of like some spotting like right here. Not super noticeable, but you're going to see it on a couple different seats. This is probably the worst in the boat right here. Everywhere else looks really good. Our back seat has the powder coated rail and it has some chips on it. We can pick up the seat, and as you can see here, flip it up. So you have some rear facing seating in the boat, which is really nice. Vinyl's all in good shape, no splits or tears, but you have a little bit of a mildew mark on the corners. If we open up, same thing on this side, storage leading into the back, and it's on self-supporting hinges. I love this brown. This praline color looks really cool. This is already flipped up, but that is a flip-up seat that you can fold flat if you want to. Our love seat here, as you can see, it's in good shape. No splits or tears. All the embroidery looks really good too. A lot of times you see these get like mildewy if you honestly, if you aren't using the boat much and it's just sitting under a cover, but the white looks bright and great. Flipping open, you're going to see a little bit of custom stereo added to this thing. So there's some Polk amps added to the back with some custom red lighting in here. And then we have a 10-inch subwoofer, or a dual 10-inch subwoofers rather, underneath with this cool Plex custom box that is mounted down into the bottom, which we did. And again, powered by the Polk amps up front. Owner's manuals here, fire extinguisher. There's a trash can under here. Open up the glove box, you can see there's a head unit for the stereo and some storage under here. Driver's seat's in great shape. A lot of times you'll see these seat bases are cracked. You have a little tiny one down underneath, but not up on the main seating surface. And our little Nautique embroidery is maybe a little frayed, but nothing crazy. Otherwise, the seat looks amazing. Sitting down at the dash, we have a black steering wheel, which is really cool. And then the center badge has a cool red and black accented sticker over it with the Nautique logo. We have our N3 logo here on the left-hand side of the dash. And then our Link 2.0 screen over here. Just if we hit back to the home screen, hit start one more time, you're going to see the hour meter at 980. This controls your stereo, this controls your surf system, has all the rider presets programmed in right out of the box. so you can quickly activate something for whatever activity you want to do. This has, again, courtesy lighting through the interior, overhead lighting, docking lights, underwater lights, has a heater. So you see the defroster vent up here for that. And then we have a heated driver's seat on this as well. So this boat's more or less a loaded boat. Come up top here, we have a nice big Roswell mirror. There is also the storage cubby on the left-hand side. You can close that up. Heading up into the bow of the boat, again, we have trash can access here. Our battery switch is on the right-hand side here. Vinyl's in good shape. There is a color-matched black pocket door. I guess the pocket door is not black. We have clear Plex for that with the Nautique logo, which looks awesome. But the panels here are wrapped in black vinyl. And as we come up into the bow of the boat, you're gonna see nice wraparound seating up here. We can flip open to find a bunch of storage space. It does have the optional bow filler cushion. As you can see, it's flipped over right now, but you have a nice SeaDeck walkway leading you to the ladder on the front. But you can flip it over and it's all cushioned if you want to use it that way. But overall, the seats in the front of the boat look really good. I think this is going to give you a really nice idea of what the interior looks like in person through video. It's capturing it nicely. The last custom touch I think I need to point out was the custom painted cleats, which have a few chips here and there, but overall they still look pretty good. That pretty much covers this G23. It's a really cool boat. You're not gonna find another one like it. It's been N3 maintained its whole life, has plenty of life left, and it's gonna make a fun time on the water for sure. So hit us up at N3 Boatworks. Phone number is 317-845-9253. If you want to come check out this beautiful 2014 G23. Thanks for watching.